Right. Is ICP whether this particular entity is intercompany partner or not. See, YNR. Y means yes, N means no, or means restrict self ICP. So the first part of intercompany elimination is first you have to recognize in which entities the intercompany transaction happened. Who will tell you this one? Client will tell you. Okay, right? India and sorry, account, right? Account. To which account? Sales, purchases. The account should always be contra account. Sales, purchases, bills receivable, bills payable, debtors, creditors, etc. Right? We'll put either Y or N or R. Okay. Right. Next. Plug account. Restrict self ICP. For example, you cannot say India has sold and India has purchased. Even that is a transaction, right? It will restrict that type of items. So here I told you there should be two transactions, means one sales and one purchase, right? So you cannot say India sold and India purchased. There should be two entities involved, there should be two contra accounts involved, and there should be plug account involved. These are the three prerequisites for intercompany elimination. Okay, so plug account, right? You are writing the notes, right? ICP. Y means yes, N means no, it's not ICP account. R means restrict self ICP. R means restrict self ICP. Next, plug account. The difference between two intercompany transactions. The difference between two intercompany transactions will be transferred to plug account. Will be transferred to plug account. Right. Next, custom top member. See how whatever the custom dimensions you create, right? Custom top member, movement top member, dash resource top member, multi-gap top member. So for everything, I put total product, total moments, total data source, total multi-gap. Write down. Custom top member. It is the relation between. It is the relation between account and custom hierarchy. It is the relation between account and custom hierarchy. Second point. First point, it is the relation between account and custom hierarchy. Second point, if it is not correct, it will be invalid intersection. If it is not correct, it will be invalid intersection. Within brackets, orange color. O-R-A-N-G, orange color. So it means, see, for all the accounts, see, for M hierarchy, I take custom top member. See, I take custom top member, sales income, service income. For service income, right, I put software. For sales income, I put hardware. It means I cannot enter data. If I take say sales income, I cannot enter data in SAP or like that. So shall we create a grid for this? You will understand. So come here in my data grid. So I'll create a new grid, right? And here I'll take income from sales and income from services. Sorry. Okay. We have to income from sales, or I will take CSH cash, and I will take two more members also. So custom tab member, sales income, and then service income. Then see for here, for income from sales, I did not put anything. I mean, I put the total product. So continued operation system. See, Here I put total product means I can select any member under total product. For cash also I put total product, right? So yes. Next here I'll put my products here and I'll put my entity reorder dimensions and we'll put entity first and I select entity as India. Remove the total geography and in product dimension I select all the products. Okay, expand. So from total product to here I'll select done. So just give me 1 second. I have to put total product in rows and account dimension in columns. So right now remaining everything is local gap ICP none. Yes, everything is correct. So when I select this grid viewer, now you will see for sales income, right? I cannot select all these members. So just give me 1 second. We don't need these four members, other four members. Okay, remove this, remove this, done. And in product also we don't need no product. Okay, done. Yes, now see, now this is the grid. Now see, somebody has logged in. Just give me 1 second. Yes, now see orange color. It means intentionally I create a relation between my account dimension and custom dimension. So here see, when I select sales income, I can enter data on only laptops, desktops, and servers. I cannot enter data in software. And when I select service income, I can select only EPM. See, I can submit the data. అందరికి అర్థమైంది కదమ్మా? Everybody understood, right? So save as under my data grids. I'll save this grid as ACC underscore CUSTOMTOPMEMB top member. Okay, custom top member. Save. Done. Everybody understood what is the custom top member? Yes or no? So we create a relation between account and custom dimension. Next point, number of decimal places. Yes, as per the client requirement, either we put 2 or 0, or for exchange rates we put 6 decimal places. Next, use line item. Write down use line item. Refer scenario dimension, because there is a link between account use line item and scenario dimension use line item. So tomorrow or day after tomorrow we'll discuss this. Next, enable custom aggregation. Write down enable custom aggregation. Enable custom aggregation. If it is not ticked, the custom members will not roll up to its custom parent. If it is not ticked, the custom members will not roll up to its custom parent. Now I have a question for all of you, right? We'll do it in Excel. Okay, now you tell me the case study. So here, account, my account is selling price. Okay, it's a statistical account, selling price. So now I have to create my custom member. HARDWR hardware, LAPTOPS laptops, desktops, servers. So just give me 1 second. First it is, I'll put it as here, selling price. Here it is sales, sales. So total sales for laptops is 1000. Total sales for desktops is 2,000. Total sales for servers is 3,000. What is the total hardware sales? Question for all of you. What is the total hardware sales? 6,000, right? Everybody understood this, yes or no?
Yes.
Right. So yes, if it is sales, yes, you can add all your children's data to your parent data. This is custom dimension, right? This is custom one dimension. Now the same thing can I do here? My laptop, the cost of laptop is, I mean, selling price for laptop is 500. Selling price for a desktop is 200. Selling price for a server is 1,000. Now, what is the selling price? Selling price for hardware? Can I put a hardware selling price as 1,700? Is it right or wrong?
No, sir. No. No.
Here, it should not roll up to its parent since it is a statistical data selling price. You cannot add two selling prices to its parent hardware. Correct? Yes or no? It should be nil always. Correct? Because there is no concept of if it is a sales value, you cannot you can add your custom members to its custom top parent. But if it is a selling price, you cannot add different selling prices and you cannot put it together to its parent. Correct or not? Yes or no? అందరికి కాన్సెప్ట్ అర్థమైందమ్మా? ఎవ్రీబడి ప్లీజ్ ఎక్నాలెడ్జ్ ఆర్ ఆస్క్ డౌట్. ఇప్పుడు సేల్స్ వాల్యూ ఉందనుకోమ్మా, 100, 1000, 2000, 3000. టోటల్ హార్డ్వేర్ సేల్స్ ఎంత అంటే 6,000 అని చెప్పచ్చా? ఎస్ ఆర్ నో? అది సెల్లింగ్ ప్రైస్ అనుకో, ల్యాప్టాప్ సెల్లింగ్ ప్రైస్ డిఫరెంట్, డెస్క్టాప్ సెల్లింగ్ ప్రైస్ డిఫరెంట్, సర్వర్ సెల్లింగ్ ప్రైస్ డిఫరెంట్. టోటల్ హార్డ్వేర్ సెల్లింగ్ ప్రైస్ అని చెప్పచ్చా నేను ఆ మూడు కలిపి? ఐఎమ్ ఆస్కింగ్ అబౌట్ ఓన్లీ సెల్లింగ్ ప్రైస్, నాట్ సేల్స్. హార్డ్వేర్ సెల్లింగ్ ప్రైస్ ఎంత అంటే ఏంటి? హార్డ్వేర్కి అసలు సెల్లింగ్ ప్రైస్ ఉంటుందా? దట్ ఈస్ ఎ వర్చువల్ పేరెంట్. కరెక్ట్? సో దేర్ విల్ నాట్ బి ఎనీ సెల్లింగ్ ప్రైస్ ఫర్ దట్ వన్. It should be blank, nil. So when you put it as, right, for selling price, I'll put my custom top member as, I mean, custom aggregation as nil. I will not tick this one. Yes, automatically it will not roll up to its parent. See, we'll create a grid and we'll see. So yes, close this, close this. Now enable custom aggregation. See, product aggregation. So I'm renaming this one. Okay, so rename this as PRODAGGR underscore SELLING PRIZ. Okay, selling price. Example is selling price, so that you will understand this. Save this one. Yes, yes, save. Now load the metadata. We'll load the metadata. Load the metadata. Yes, 12th September. Always replace load. Okay, what are the errors? Yes. Scenario actual use line items. Why? Okay, so we cannot do anything. So yes, clear metadata. Yes, and then load. It will be loaded. Done. Yes, we are good now. So all the data will be deleted. See, yes. I guess you have to log off and log in again. Open application. See, max for all the attributes, right? I'll create a grid for you. Okay, you can always refer those grids. What's happening? You all can hear my voice, right?
Yes, sir. Good, audible.
Yeah, what is happening? So there is some problem in the system. So MSTSC, yes, right click, task manager. This should be killed. Right memory, highest memory. Yes, this should be right click and then end task. Now immediately it will start working. Close this, log off, log in again. That is the only solution. Okay. Yes, it will work. It will start. Right. So yes, expand my data grades, custom top member. Yes, all the data is deleted. Right now, we'll create another grade, data grid. Right. So it is enable custom aggregation. Right. So again, we'll put India here and then drawback and then product here and then here. So entity is always India will take example and then account dimension take enable custom aggregation selling price. Okay, you can remove this. Yeah, you can put sales also. Yes, okay, done. And you put all, remove this, expand everything. You take from total product to SP, remove this no product and no attribute. Okay, yes, click OK. Now see, okay, we have to remove that total geography only. You have to put India only, right? Done. Click OK. Now see, right? So I'll enter some data, whatever the data you have seen, right? Same data, 1000, 2000, 3000, 1000, 2000, 3000. Right here, 500, 200, 500, 200, 1000. Now when I submit my data, see, hardware is 6000, but selling price did not roll up to its parent. Are we good? Yes or no? Just give me 1 second. We'll go to here product and you can remove this software and here. This enough. Now is the example correct? Yes or no? Chepandamma? So the custom members will not roll up to its parent. So save it as metadata grids. What is the attribute name? ACC underscore ENABL enable CUSTOM AGGR aggregation. Right. Yes. Shall we go to next item? User defined one, two.
Sir,
Yeah.
can you repeat the custom top member and what is the difference between custom top member and enable
Custom
custom
top member
aggregation?
is for entering the data, for allowing to enter the data. See, for example, income from sales. So yes, here Tata Group, TCS and Titan. We have only two entities, right? Yes. So I asked Ravi to enter the data. So he selected TCS. So where do you get income for TCS? TCS income allows them
Okay.
services.
Sorry,
For Titan
sales.
sales. Yes. So in custom dimension, I have to create the headings, right? So software, under software I have SAP, EPM, and Java. For sales, it is product, means hardware. Example. So here I'll put some etc etc, watches etc. etc. Right now everything is good. We have created the metadata perfectly working fine. Now while entering the data, Ravi selected TCS as entity, yes. Services as account. Now he is selecting and enter the data. Is this correct or wrong? Wrong, right? Yes or no?
Yeah, that is incorrect.
So whenever he selects services, he
Service
should
select.
select only SAP, EPM, Java. That's it. Otherwise, it should show orange color. So yes. So while creating the metadata, see for custom top member sales income, I put hardware, and for service income, I put software. That's it. I give a relation here. So you have to maintain that relation. So when you go to custom top member, see you cannot select. When you select laptops for income, service income, you cannot enter the data here. It will be grayed out. It will become orange color. Invalid intersection. So that valid intersections, we create the valid intersections. Clear? Wherever is necessary, we create all these valid intersections. So, and here, if you enter the data here, 1000, 2000, 3000, it will roll up to its parent normally. But in enable custom aggregation, if you want to restrict the roll up of children to its parent, then we untick this enable custom aggregation. See, for product aggregation selling price, see here, product aggregation selling price, I did not tick this enable custom aggregation. It means I'm saying to the system that whatever the data I entered for custom children, it should not roll up to its custom parent. Clear?
Yes.
This is so just like it is consolidated. Write down custom product, I enable custom product. Even though this attribute is in, what is the point you have written? If it is not ticked, the custom children will not roll up to its custom parent. Correct? Second point, if you, even though this attribute is in account dimension, even though this attribute is in account dimension, it is related to custom dimension. Even though this attribute is in account dimension, it is related to custom dimension. Yes, next. UD1, UD2, UD3. What is the syntax for UD1? Can anybody tell me? What is the syntax?
HS dot entity dot.
Here it is not entity, right? HS dot account dot UD1. Write down.
UD1 dot is equal to XSS.
Same steps. HS dot syntax. HS dot account dot UD1. Next. XBRL tags. XBRL tags. First point. We never use in live. Not even one time. We never use in live. See, nobody knows what it is actually. Okay. Second point. Write down. It is extended business reporting language tags. Extended business reporting language tags. That's it. Other than that, there is no notes. Even in admin guide also, you won't find any notes on this one. Next, security class. Same 5 steps. Security class. Same 5 steps. I have a question for all of you. Do we use security for accounts in live? Yes or no? Do we use security for accounts in live? Yes or no? No, no. 99% of the projects, right? You won't use. In my entire lifetime, I use security for accounts only one time in 2008 or 9, I don't remember. And that created a lot of problem. We practically, even though theoretically it is possible, practically it is not possible to give security for accounts. I cannot say Ravi has to load only assets, Manju has to load only liabilities, Ashok has to load only incomes, etc. Because we get the data as a bulk. It is not possible. Clear? So for accounts, we don't prefer security. Clear? We always give security to entity and scenario dimension only. Next, write down ICP top member. ICP top member. First point. ICP top member. It is similar to custom top member. It is similar to custom top member. Second point. It is used. It is used to restrict the data entry. It is used to restrict the data entry for for write down this one. This within brackets ICP none. It is used to restrict the data entry for ICP none. Third point, it is applicable to ICP accounts only. It is applicable to ICP accounts only. Within brackets, is ICP is equal to Y unbuttoned. It is applicable to ICP accounts only. Within brackets, is ICP is equal to Y. So, right. First of all, what is intercompany transactions? So for whatever the grids you practice it, right? Homework. What is the ICP you are taking as of now? Always ICP none. Yes or no? Why?
Yes, for sure.
Because that is not a, if you put ICP none, it means that is not ICP transaction. If it is ICP transaction, you cannot use ICP none. You have to enter the data in ICP entities only. Clear? Now I'll prepare a grid for you, then you will understand. Okay, I'm closing this one. I'm closing this one. I'm creating a new grid. Yes. So just give me 1 second. Before that, list view is ICP. Yes, IC receivables, IC payables, right? Yes. So again, just give me 1 second. We can use custom top member. Yes. Same thing. We can create it as account custom top member ICP top member. Did I create ICP top member here? ICP top member. Yes. So remove this. Yes. And then here I have to put ICP dimension. Right, total product laptops. So ICP dimension will take all the members. Okay, from ICP expand everything from ICP top to UK. Right, done. Now see, right, just give me 1 second. Save as ACC under ICP top member. ICP top member. Right, save. So here, come here. In account dimension, I have created a member called ICP top member. Right. So here, So ICP none also we have to take, right? Yes. Click here. ICP top. Where is ICP none? Okay, ICP none. You take ICP none, right? So yes, we will take. Even though I have taken ICP none, it is not showing because ICP none you cannot enter data, right? So yes, come here. I'll take a normal account also. Okay. So say ICCSH cash. Done. Now see for ICP none, save this one. For ICP none, you will see orange color, right? So because I cannot enter data at ICP none. For cash, right? It is not a intercompany account, right? So I cannot enter data under ICP here. See, this is the relation. Understood? Now, 1 minute we'll close it and we will open it. So refresh. Where is account type? ICP top member. Yes. Right. See, I have restricted ICP none entry for ICP top member. So whenever you are entering the data for ICP accounts, you cannot enter the data in ICP none. It is not possible. You have to enter in ICP entities only. అర్థమైందమ్మా అందరికి? Everybody understood? Yes or no? What is ICP top member? So for ICP top member, I put the ICP entities means under this hierarchy only I can enter the data. Otherwise, it will show orange color. Yes or no? అందరికి అర్థమైందా లేదా? Yes or no? Please confirm. Yes. Next, enable data audit. Write down. Enable data audit.
Sir, so generally, what kind of transactions will be like intercompany transactions, sir?
చెప్పాను కదా మా ఇంటర్ కంపెనీ ఆ చాప్టర్లో చెప్తాను. ఇంటర్ కంపెనీ ఎలిమినేషన్ అనే చాప్టర్ డీటెయిల్గా చెప్తాను. ఎనీ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ హ్యాపెన్ బిట్వీన్ టూ ఇంటర్ కంపెనీ పార్ట్నర్స్. సత్యం అండ్ మైదాస్ ఉంది కదా, ఆ ఫ్రాడ్ ఏంటిది? ఆటోమేటిక్ ఇంటర్ కంపెనీ ఎలిమినేషన్స్. సత్యం అండ్ మైదాస్లో రాజు ఎందుకు జైలుకి వెళ్ళాడు? వై డిడ్ రాజు గో టు జైల్? బికాస్ ఆఫ్ ఇంటర్ కంపెనీ transaction, a intercompany fraud. The same thing in HFM, it will be done automatically. That eliminations will be done automatically. Clear? ఆ చాప్టర్ లో మనం 1.5 hour కంప్లీట్ 1.5 hour will discuss about that one. Okay, right? So enable data audit. Write down enable data audit. Refer scenario dimension. Same in scenario dimension there is another enable data audit. There is a link between these two. We'll discuss in that one. Okay, right? Next, calc attribute. Calc attribute. First point, it is optional field. It is optional field. Second point, first point, it is optional field. Second point, here we give the rule logic. Here we give the rule logic, RULE, rule logic. Third point, end user can see the logic in data grid. End user can see the logic in data grid. Next point, right click on the cell, and click on cell information. Right click on the cell and click cell information. Okay, to see the logic, you have to right click on the cell and click on cell information. See, 1 minute, just give me 1 second. So close this one. Is there any dynamic grid? EPS, right click and then cell information. Calc attribute, right? So yes, we'll see, is there any calc attribute created here? Yes. Yeah, calc attribute, right? So formula for ratios. Yes, you can give any formula. So this formula for ratio, right? you will see that in the cell information. Now I'll create a grid for you, right? So click on this data grid. In account dimension, I put income from sales, and I put calc attribute also. Where is the calc attribute? Yes. For income from sales, you don't see anything, right? So yes, you can put anything, I guess. Save as metadata grades. Just give me 1 second. We'll put here, we'll put entity dimension as India. Remove this. Done. Yes, save as metadata grades. Yes, cc underscore calcattribut. Okay, this is the grid for calc attribute. Now see, yes, 1000 here. You want to see the right click and cell information. See, you can see formula for ratios, whatever you put there, but here you don't see anything. Right click and cell information. See, account calc attribute, you don't see anything. So in rules, we write the rules, right? So when you consolidate or when you do anything here, it will not be visible here. End user will not know how the calculation happened. You want to give information to the end user. So just give me 1 second. It should be ticked actually. Is calculated ticked. Done. Save this one. Yes. I'll reload the metadata again. Application elements. Choose file. Yes. Replace. Load. Done. Now come here and refresh. Yes. Right. See here, cell information. You see the formula for ratios. For all ratio analysis, right? Normally we put the formula debt equity, debt by equity, right? Likewise, current ratio, current assets by current liabilities, quick ratio, current assets by quick liabilities, etc. Quick assets by current liabilities. Sorry, right? Next point.
Sir, here calculate attribute data type is dynamic, sir.
Data type is calculated or dynamic. Anything you can put. Okay. Next, submission group. Write down submission group. Refer submission phases in application settings. Refer submission phases in application settings. There we will discuss submission phases. Next, default parent as per tree. First point, default parent as per tree. For ultimate, second point, for ultimate parent hash root. For ultimate parent hash root. This is called account dimension. Any doubts in account dimension, please? So can anybody tell what are the attributes in entity dimension without seeing? First, I told you, right? First by heart. Just give me 1 second. Hello. Good morning. సార్ మీకు ఒక అరగంట చేయను, నేను క్లాస్లో ఉన్నాను. మీరు కరెక్ట్గా నాకు 9ంటికి చేయండి సార్ ఒకసారి. రైట్. సో ఎనీబడి రైట్ can tell the entire attributes of entity dimension? Yes or no? Please try. Manju, at least old students. Prabha, Manju, Jeevan, you can tell. I know. Please.
Member description, default currency, under adjustment ICP, and under adjustment from children. Use security class, user defined 1, 2, 3, and holding company is ICP member. Yeah, security as partner.
security as partner, and then default
Default.
parent. See, irrespective of whether you know the answer, whether you understand the attribute or not, first by heart. Trust me, everyone. Okay. See, you have to tell very quickly and confidently. Okay. Member description. Next, default currency. Next, LO adjustments, EJCP, LO adjustments from children, and then security class, and then UD1, UD2, UD3, and then holding company, and then security as partner, and then default parent. Can anybody tell account dimension? Jeevan, can you try account dimension? Member description, and then account type. In account type, we have 10 account types: asset, liability, revenue, expense, flow, balance, and then currency rate, group label, balance recurring, and dynamic. Okay, after that, account type after that is calculated, is consolidated, is ICP, plug account, and then
Product top member.
decimal places, and then custom top member, and then use line items, and then enable a custom aggregation, and then security,
User
XBRL tags,
1, 2, 3.
UD1, UD2, UD3, right?
Enable data edit.
Enable data edit, and ICP top member, and calic attribute, and submission group, and then default parent. So first, right, by heart everything. First, remember, count this one, how many we have. So easily you will understand. Okay, right. We'll go to next. Write down custom dimension. Put heading custom dimension. Member description is calculated. Chepanama, what is calculated? If it is ticked, you cannot enter data. It will be in
That come from rule file.
the data will come from rule file. Same. Next, UD1, UD2, UD3. What is the UD1 for custom dimension now? What is the syntax? HS dot.
Custom dot.
Custom
No,
dot.
it's not custom. Custom one. It's not even custom one. See, remember, whatever while creating the application profile, whatever the names you give, right, you have to use those only. If you put C1 custom, you can use C1. HS dot C1 dot UD1. If you use product, then HS dot product dot UD1. And అర్థమైంది కదమ్మా అందరికి. You cannot take your own names. You can take two names. One is, so here, right, go to application profile. Sorry, go to application profile. No. Next, English. Click next. Here, quarterly and monthly. Click next. Here, if I put C1 and if I put product, then I can use these two only, either HS dot C1 dot UD1 or HS dot product dot UD1. If I put product here and if I put products or anything, then I can use HS dot product dot U1 UD1 or HS dot custom one dot UD1. Clear? Yes. So next, sir, just give me 1 second. Hello. Now, 1 minute. Right. So yes, again we'll open the metadata. Yes, we'll go to custom product dimension. So UD1, UD2, UD3 security class. As I told, right, same 5 steps. For product, we never give security class. Submission group. Refer application settings, submission phases in application settings. Write down. You are writing, right? For product dimension, I mean custom dimension. So only two things you have to learn from custom dimension, that is switch sign for flow and switch type for flow. Remaining all are known one. So what is switch sign for flow? What is switch type for flow? Write down. Switch sign for flow. Switch sign for flow. First point, refer admin guide definition. Refer admin guide definition. Just give me 1 second. Let me open the admin guide. So here, yes. Right. So admin guide. So manage metadata. How do I search that one? And then expand management data. Now I have to define custom members. So is calculated member description, yes. Security class, yes. Submission group, yes. Switch sign for flow and switch type for flow. I don't. Switch sign for flow means asset will become liability, liability will become asset, expense will become revenue, revenue will become expense, flow will becomes balance, balance will become flow. Now, what is this one? So, anybody knows how to create a cash flow statement? Yes or no? Anybody from commerce background who can create cash flow statement? Yes or no?
Based on three activities: operating, investing, and cash financing.
Okay. Can anybody know what is working capital?
Current asset mass, current liability.
Why do we
Current
need
assets
working
like
capital?
inventory.
Why do we need working capital?
For running daily business. Yes, sir.
For
To
running
start
daily
building for
business,
business.
we need working capital.
Working capital.
Correct. So, see, this switch sign for flow, switch type for flow, we never use in live. Write down. First point is refer admin guide. Refer admin guide definition. As it is by heart this definition. In interview, they will ask you. As if it is their birthright, every interviewer will ask this switch sign for flow and switch type for flow. So you have to by heart these two definitions. Second point, we never use in live. Blunt ga cheppandamma in interview, you say bluntly that we never use in live. Clear? Third point, write down. Third point. First point is refer admin guide. Second point is we never use in live. Third point is explanation. It is used to calculate. It is used to calculate working capital changes. It is used to calculate working capital changes in cash flow statement. In cash flow statement, it is used to calculate working capital changes in cash flow statement. Okay, what is working capital changes? Debtors. So here the question is working capital changes. So if it is debtors, so here we have year 2022 and year 2021. So if it is increased, then we'll add. If it is decreased, then we'll subtract. Right? So in 2022 it is 500. In 2021 it is 600. Then 100 will add. In 2022 it is 600. In 2022 it is 400. Now it is we have to minus 200. Right? We have to calculate working capital changes based on last year and current year. Now the question is, what is debtors? What is the account type for debtors? What is the account type for debtors?
Current assets and assets, sir.
I'm saying account type.
Assets.
Asset. A-S-S-E-T. Assets, right? Now asset means what is the behavior of asset?
Addition. Positive.
Always addition, right? Now how do we subtract it? If it is debtors, how do we subtract it? It will not be subtract, right? So when you click on, when you put debtor, when you put switch sign for flow as ticked, right? it will behave oppositely. Even though it is debtors, it will do the minus. Understood? Yes or no? So sometimes it
Yes.
has to add, and sometimes it has to subtract, right? From account point of view, you cannot control that, right? So you have to control it from custom dimension. So in custom, I'll put opening balance and closing balance, and if opening balance is greater than closing balance, right, likewise I can manipulate that one. So shall we see in the grid now? అందరికి అర్థమైందమ్మా? If you don't understand, all btech people, everything, leave it, no issues, just by heart, and tell, we never use in live. I'll write a cash flow statement rules in rules file, but I never manipulate from here. Now see. So M hierarchy. So switch sign. I ticked switch sign. Switch type. I took a switch type, right? So first we'll create a switch sign for flow grid. So right, close this one. So create a new grid. Yes. Switch sign for flow, right? So in account dimension, I will select sales, right? So here I'll put my product dimension, right? And entity dimension, right? So take it back in, I'll remove this and I'll put India, no issues. And reorder dimensions, entity should be first. Now product dimension, see, remove this. We'll take one product laptop as usual, and then switch sign. Done. Sir, please mute, sir. Lot of noise is coming. Right. So save this one. Okay. In product, sorry. Come here. You have to add all the products. So laptops, desktops, servers, and hardware. Hardware we put it here. Laptops, and this one we put it here. So M hierarchy. Yes. Sorry. And then switch sign. Done. You can put switch type also if you want. Right now, done. Now see the grid. Okay, right. So product dimension, drag it to here, and since it is only one sales, now see, done. So switch sign for flow, I put 300, and here I put 50 or 140. Submit data. What happened? ఎంత వెళ్ళిందమ్మా పైకి?
160.
What happened? So I'll put it as some, here I'll put it as 540 or 6 or 700. Submit. So what is the behavior of switch sign? 700 minus 300 is equal to 400. So normally it is only sales. Here everything is added. See, 1000 added, 2000 added, 3000, total it will be 6000. The same thing here, it is subtracting. Switch sign for flow is subtracting, because literally we told to opposite, to behave oppositely. Whatever it is, if it is cash, right, again it will behave oppositely. So asset will become liability, liability will become asset, revenue will become expense, and expense will become revenue. See, it is revenue, right? Sales is revenue, it is behaving as expense, it is subtracting. Everybody understood? Yes or no? Yes or no? So yes, save it as metadata grades. So I'll put it as prod underscore product, right, underscore switch sign for FLOW, switch sign for flow. So I'll put it as not product C1, custom one. Okay. Done. అందరికి అర్థమైనట్టేనా? What is switch sign for flow? Yes or no? Please acknowledge or please ask doubt. అడగలమ్మా. Ajay,
Sir, how
Dharmender, yeah.
how it will be used in
We
cache?
never use. Trust me. In my entire lifetime, I never used it one time also. So the whatever the logic I told you here, right?
Logic,
This logic, I write it in the rule file. If my last year balance, last year debtors balance is more than current year debtor balance, then add. Otherwise, separate. I'll write it in the rule file. I'll write a big rule logic. But we never use here. I never take this switch and for flow and switch type for flow. Not even one time. Clear? Now, what is switch type for flow? So in normal accountancy, we use, okay. What is switch type for flow? Same thing. Go to admin guide, refer admin guide. Now asset will become expense, expense will become asset. See here, only balance sheet items still will be balance sheet items, but here switch type for flow, income statement items will behave like balance sheet items, and balance sheet items will behave like income statement items. Right? So here again come here. Here I have created switch type for flow, right? So this will become, it will oppositely behave. Come here, we'll create a grid for this one. Yes, so right. So this one I have to create a separate grid for this one. Yes, click on new grid. So income from, I have to take two items. One is income cash, one income item and one balance sheet item, right? Yes. Okay. Now I have to take 3 months data so that you will understand. So how do we take this? So where is my period, right? Yes, January, February, and March. Right? Okay. And then view dimension. This is little bit toughest grid. Okay. So view dimension, I put YTD. Now, and I put product as switch type. Laptops remove. Yeah, you can put laptops also. One item you can see whether it is behaving correctly or not. Right. Just give me 1 second. Let me see the grid. What is how it looks. Okay, January, February, March. No, it should not be like this. So come here, reorder dimensions. First should be view dimension, and product should be second, and period should be okay. So here I have to take periodic and YTD. Just give me 1 second. We'll see. Mm. No, it is not coming right correctly. Just give me 1 second. I already have created one grid for here. So where is my data grids? No. Just give me 1 second. HFM metadata grids. Yes, this is the. So right click, switch type. Yes, this will clearly tell you. Laptops, switch type for cash, salaries, switch type. Yes. But here you cannot put it. Hmm. So for this one, right, you cannot create grid. Okay, you can create a data form. It will be very good. So click on actions, new data form. Sorry, close this one, close this one, close this one. Click on actions, new data form. Data form will be correct. So I'll put my right product here. So click on, where is my product, take it here, right click, remove. In product I have to select laptop first. Done. Now again account dimension. In account I have to take three accounts. One CSH cash, one salaries, and another one switch type. Okay, sorry, we have to cash. Again add row, same thing, product, account. In product I'll take laptop, same, and in account I'll take salaries. Okay, again add row, again product, again account. In product I take laptops, and then in account dimension I take switch type. Now switch type, correct, right? Sorry, here laptops, salaries, switch type. Yes, done. So in columns I have to take period. So drag period here. Yes, drag back. Now in period dimension I select Q1 descendants. Done. Now view dimension. So column and view period. Just give me 1 second. Reorder dimensions. First I have to put period. Done. So period is March YTD. So I'll take March here, and then here I'll take YTD. That's it. Done. Just give me 1 second. We'll see. Right. Go to script. Yes, C1. Right. Copy this and paste it here. So here in custom dimension switch type, right? Here we have to take switch type. SWIT switch, TYP SWIT right? So this will be creation of this grid will be one time activity. Okay, so this is 4, this is 5, this is 6. In live you will do all these things. Okay, now save it as right. Save. Now see how it looks. Okay, just give me 1 second. So view dimension, put it here and select periodic. Done. Now see. Right. Now here, come here and take all other members. See actual, yes. Okay, year, any year to 2015, yes. Period, we don't need period here. View entity, always base entity as India, yes. Now, yes, value as always entity currency, ICP always, ICP none, product no need, movement dimension. What is the movement dimension we will take?
Moment of
MVMTS underscore cache. And then data source always
data input.
data input. And multi-gap always local gap. So you will understand this while you enter the data, you will see the behavior. Okay. So save this one. Now see. So you don't need to take the Q1. Just give me. It should be not be Q1 descendants. So Q1 base members, Q1 children, right? Save now. See only January, February, March. March YTD, right? So yes, we do one thing. Here we'll reorder the dimensions. Otherwise, those March and YTD is merging, right? That is the reason. Here also we'll reorder the dimensions here. Now it should come correctly. Then periodic January, February, March, YTD. Oh, again it is merging. Okay, no issues, no issues. So, right, when you enter data, what happens? Just give me 1 second. Click on this and column 1 options. Right here, input box length, I'll put it as 10 only so that it will be very good looking. Then, Advaindama, now, so enter some data 100, 100, 100. For laptops, I'm entering. For February, also 100, 100, 100. For March, also 100, 100, 100. When I submit data, what happens? You don't see any difference. See, cash 100, 100, 100. It is 100 only YTD. Salaries 100, 100, 100. It is 300 only. Switch sign for type. It is 300 only. There is no change at all. For switch type for right switch type, see, same 100. It will oppositely behave. So just give me 1 second. We don't need this actually. Right. So right. So come here. Let me We don't need this row 6. Delete. And we don't need this row 3 also. Delete. Save. Now see. Right, so the same laptops I enter data 100 and 100. Yes, 100 and 100. Yes, 100 and 100. Yes, I submit the data. Now see, cash is showing as 300. See, it is accumulating, means it is changing its behavior from assets to, I mean, balance sheet item to income statement item. For salaries, it is oppositely behaving. Even though it is income statement item, it is not accumulated to its YTD. Clear, everyone? This is called switch type for flow. Clear?
Yes.
So we never use this in life. Trust me, not even one time. Whatever the project you handle. But this is the behavior. In interviews, they'll ask you first by heart this one, these two definitions, and then tell that it will oppositely behave like this. You practice in the grid. Clear? Right. So this is called switch sign for flow and switch type for flow. So tomorrow we'll continue with application settings and then scenario dimension. Clear? Again, please ask any doubts. So I'm stopping the recording.